our miscellaneous exercise on chapter 11, three-dimensional geometry. The very first question: show that the line joining the origin to the point 211 is perpendicular to the line determined by the points 3 5 minus 1 and 4 3 minus 1. So here what is this? There are two lines. One line is joining the points origin to line. Suppose O is the origin having the coordinates 0, 0, 0, and second point is, suppose this is the P point having the coordinates 2, 1, 1. Therefore OP is the line segment. What we say, direction ratios of the line OP is equal to 2 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0. That is, they are 2 comma 1 comma 1. Similarly, we have another line joining these 2 points. First point is A, 3 5 minus 1. Second point is B point having the coordinates 4 3 minus 1. Let us join them. Again we have the direction ratios of this line segment of this vector AB equal to 4 minus 3 comma 3 minus 5 comma minus 1 plus 1, which becomes 1 minus 2 0. Right now, if OP line, this vector, is perpendicular to AB vector, this line, it means the corresponding product, the sum of the products of the corresponding components of direction ratios, that will be equal to 0. That is, A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equal to 0. So we have 2 into 1 plus 1 into minus 2 plus 1 into 0 is equal to 0. Let us check whether this is true or not. Yes, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So we have proved that these two line segments are perpendicular to each other. Now we have question number second. If L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2 are direction cosines of two mutually perpendicular lines, show that the direction cosines of the line perpendicular to both these lines are this. Right? So here, first of all, if we have to find the direction cosines of any line perpendicular to the lines having direction cosines this and this, then there is no need for this condition whether they are mutually perpendicular or not. Just how we can say, any line any vector perpendicular to the vectors having direction cosines as L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2, that vector is the determinant of I j k. Here we write L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2. Just we solve now. I cap, here corresponding to I, we eliminate the corresponding row and column. We are left with M1 into N2 minus M2 into N1. Next we have minus j cap. Now corresponding to this j, we eliminate row and column. So we are left with L1 into N2 minus L2 N1. Lastly we have k cap, L1 into M2 minus L2 into M1. So this way what we can say now, therefore direction cosines of this vector, they are equal to M1 N2 minus M2 N1, comma, this minus will go inside, L2 N1 minus L1 N2, comma, L1 M2 minus L2 M1. So this way we have obtained the required result. Question number 3. Find the angle between the lines whose direction ratios are a, b, c and b minus c, c minus a minus b. Here what we can say, they are a1, b1, c1, and they are a2, b2, c2. So the angle theta is the angle between the two lines. So we can say cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divide square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Right? Now here substituting the required values, a1 is a into a2 is b minus c plus b into c minus a plus c into a minus b divide square root of a square plus b square plus c square into b minus c whole square, c minus a whole square plus a minus b whole square. This is equal to ab minus ac plus bc minus ab plus ac minus bc. So denominator is as it is, square root of a square plus b square plus c square plus square root of b minus c whole square, c minus a whole square, a minus b whole square. So what is the conclusion? We see that in the numerator AB is in plus minus, AC minus, AC plus, BC plus, BC minus. So numerator is 0. 0 upon some finite quantity, the result is 0. So what we have the result, we have cos theta equal to 0. It means theta is equal to pi by 2. 90 degree is the angle between the two lines. Question number 4. Find the equation of a line parallel to x-axis and passing through the origin. This is very important. Any line which is parallel to x-axis, any line parallel to x-axis has the direction ratios equal to 1, 0, 0. Okay, therefore equation of the line having direction ratios 1, 0, 0 and passing through origin 0, 0, 0 is x minus 0 divide 1, y minus 0 divide 0 equal to z minus 0 upon 0. So what we say, x upon 1 equal to y upon 0 equal to z upon 0 is the required equation of the line. Next question, question number 5. If the coordinates of the points a, b, c, d are given, then find the angle between the lines AB and CD. So what we to do? First of all, direction ratios of AB vector, they are AB, this point is A, this point is B, A, B, C, D. AB mean 4 minus 1, comma 5 minus 2, comma 7 minus 3. So this way 3, 3, 4, they are the direction ratios. We can say A1, B1, C1. Likewise, direction ratios of CD, they are 2 minus 4, comma 9 minus 3, comma 2 minus 6. So that means 6, 6, 8. So what we say, they are A2, B2, C2. Here what we see, direction ratios are proportional. If we take 2 common, they becomes 3, 3, 4. So they are same. What we can say, direction ratios of AB are proportional to direction ratios of CD. So angle between AB and CD is equal to 0 degree. They are parallel, these two lines are parallel to each other. Question number 6. If the lines x minus 1 upon minus 3, y minus 2 upon 2k equal to z minus 3 upon 2 and x minus 1 upon 3k, equal to y minus 1 upon 1, z minus 6 upon minus 5 are perpendicular, find the value of k. Obviously these two lines are perpendicular, then this condition should be satisfied. A1 into A2 plus B1 into B2 plus C1 into C2 is equal to 0. This is A1 B1 C1, this is A2 B2 C2. So we substitute the values. Minus 3 into 3k plus 2k into 1 plus 2 into minus 5. This should be equal to 0. Multiplying minus 9k plus 2k minus 10 is equal to 0. That means 7k is equal to minus 10. So the value of k is minus 10 upon 7. Question number 7. Find the vector equation of the line passing through the point 1, 2, 3 and perpendicular to the plane, this plane. So here we have, this is the plane, this is the given plane, right? And the line passes through the point. Suppose this is the point P having the coordinates 1, 2, 3, right? Now draw any perpendicular. This is the foot of perpendicular PM, right? Now we are required to find the equation of this line PM. From the equation of the given equation of the plane, what we can say, this is the normal, right? And the direction ratios of the normal are, direction ratios of the normal n cap are 1, 2, minus 5, right? Now PM, this vector is parallel to the normal vector. So the direction ratios of PM, they are also equal to 1, 2, minus 5. Now we can find the equation of the required line. Therefore equation of the required line in vector form, that is vector R is equal to vector A plus lambda vector B. What is vector B? This is clear in the question. What is vector A? This is I plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda. What is vector B? That is I plus 2j minus 5k. So this is the required solution to the question. Next question, question number 8. Find the equation of the plane passing through this point A, B, C and parallel to the plane vector R dot I plus j plus k is equal to 2. Simply we know the equation A into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equal to 0 is the general form of this plane which passes through x1, y1, z1 and is parallel to the plane with the direction ratios a, b, c. So here what are a, b, c? They are 1, 1, 1. So we write 1 comma x minus x1 is a plus b is 1, y minus y1 is b plus c is again 1, z minus z1 is c is equal to 0. So this way we can say x plus y plus z minus a minus b minus c is equal to 0 is the required equation of the plane. Next question, question number 9. Find the shortest distance between the lines. This is the first line. To say this line is vector r is equal to vector a1 plus lambda vector b1, and this is the second line. To say vector a2 plus mu vector b2. So we know how to find the shortest distance between the lines. Shortest distance, the formula is magnitude of modulus of vector a2 minus a1 dot product b1 cross b2 divide magnitude of b1 cross b2, right? So here we need to find what is b1 cross b2, that is equal to I j k. b1 is this, so components, scalar components are 1 minus 2 2. b2 scalar components are 3 minus 2 minus 2, 3 minus 2 minus 2, right? So what we can say, this is equal to I cap 4 plus 4 minus j minus 2 minus 6 plus k minus 2 plus 6. So this way 8i plus 8j plus 4k. Moreover, we can find the magnitude of b1 cross b2. Here we can take 4 common, so we are left with 2 its whole square plus 2 whole square plus 1 whole square, which is equal to 4. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 4 8, 9 into 3 is equal to 12, right? So here shortest distance formula gives us what is a2 minus a1. a2 is this, minus 4 we can write here vector a2 minus a1 vector, which is equal to minus 4 minus 6 I. Next is plus 0j minus 2j plus minus 1 minus 2k. So a2 minus a1 becomes minus 10 I minus 2j minus 3k. Dot product b1 cross b2 vector is 8i plus 8j plus 4k. Divide magnitude of b1 cross b2 is 12. So we say modulus of minus 10 into 8 minus 80 minus 2 into 8 minus 16, minus 3 into 4 minus 12, divide 12. Because of this modulus sign, everything becomes positive. So we have 6 plus 2 8, 8 9 10, 108 divide 12. So this is equal to 9. Next question, question number 10. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through 516 and 341 crosses the YZ plane. So YZ plane mean x coordinate is equal to 0. Here the line through 516 and 341 is x minus x1, x1 is 5, divide x2 minus x1, 3 minus 5 equal to y minus y1, 1 is y1 is 1, y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1, z minus z1, z1 is 6, z2 minus z1, 1 minus 6. So this way we can say x minus 5 divide minus 2 equal to y minus 1 divide 3 equal to z minus 6 divide minus 5. So all these three members, suppose they are equal to k, right? So any point on this line is minus 2k plus 5 comma 3k plus 1 comma minus 5k plus 6, right? Now if this is the point of cross, it means x coordinate should be 0. Minus 2k plus 5 is equal to 0. So accordingly this point becomes, this is already taken 0, and from here the value of k is 5 upon 2. So we put 3 into 5 upon 2 plus 1 comma minus 5 into 5 upon 2 plus 6. So this is equal to 0 comma 2 plus 15, 17 upon 2, 6 into 2 12 minus 15 minus 3 upon 2. So this is the required point, the coordinates of the point where the line through these 2 points crosses YZ plane. Very much same question, just like question number 10. We have other question. Question number 11. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through these 2 points crosses ZX plane. So again, what is the line through these 2 points? That is x minus 5 upon 3 minus 5 is equal to y minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 is equal to z minus 6 upon 1 minus 6. Okay, so this is the required line, and suppose all these three members are equal to k, right? Any point on this line is minus 2k plus 5 plus 3k plus 1, this plus 1, minus 5k minus 6 will go here, plus 6, right? Now this crosses zx plane. Zx plane implies y coordinate equal to 0. So that means 3k plus 1 equal to 0, which is k is equal to minus 1 upon 3. Therefore, cross point is minus 2 into the value of k minus 1 upon 3 plus 5. This whole is taken to be equal to 0. Next is minus 5 into k is minus 1 upon 3 plus 6, which becomes 2 upon 3 plus 5 comma 0, 5 upon 3 plus 6, which is 5 into 3 15, 15 plus 2 17 upon 3 comma 0, 18 plus 5 23 upon 3. So this is the required point. Question number 12. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through 3 minus 4 minus 5 and 2 minus 3 1 crosses the plane 2x plus 5 plus z is equal to 7. Again we have to find the equation of the line which passes through these 2 points. That will be x minus x1, x minus 3 upon x2 minus x1, 2 minus 3, y minus y1, y1 is minus 4, divide y2 minus y1, minus 3 minus is equal to z minus z1. This becomes plus 5 upon 1 minus minus 5. So this way we can say x minus 3 upon minus 3 minus 1 is equal to y upon y plus 4 upon 4 minus 3 1, z plus 5 upon 6. So all these are equal to k, c. So any point on this is minus 1 into k minus k, minus 3 will go to right hand side plus 3, 1 into k plus 4 will go right hand side minus 4, 6 into k minus 5, right? If this is the cross point, if this is cross point, then this lies on the plane. What is the equation of the plane? This is 2x plus y plus z is equal to 7. So we put the values. 2 into x is minus k plus 3 plus y is k minus 4 plus z is 6k minus 5 is equal to 7. This becomes minus 2k plus 2 into 3 6 plus k minus 4 plus 6k minus 5 is equal to 7. Minus 2k minus 1k plus 5k. 6 minus 4 minus plus 2 minus 5. What is this? 3 minus 3 is equal to 10. That means the value of k is 2. So find the coordinates of the point. We put this value here. The answer is now k is 2 minus 2 plus 3. This becomes 1. 2 minus 4 minus 2. 6 into 2 12. 12 minus 5 7. So this is the required point. Question number 13. This question is very interesting question. So watch this very carefully. Find the equation of the plane passing through the point minus 1, 3, 2 and perpendicular to each of the planes. This is first plane, this is second plane, right? So here what we see from this first plane, what is the normal to this plane? The normal to this plane, the direction ratios, or we can say normal to this plane is I plus 2j plus 3k. Similarly from here, the normal to this second plane, that is 3i plus 3j plus 1k. Therefore, any vector, any third plane which is perpendicular to n is perpendicular to n1 and n is also perpendicular to n2 implies vector n is equal to n1 cross n2. Now we know how to find the cross product. We write I, j, k. Components, scalar components of n1 are 1, 2, 3. Scalar components of n2 are 3, 3, 1. So this is equal to I cap into 2 minus 9 minus 7 minus j into 1 minus 3, 1 minus 9 minus 8 plus k into 3 minus 6 minus 3. So what is the n vector normal? Minus 7i plus 8j minus 3k, right? Now the equation of the plane which passes through minus 1, 3, 2 is, and normal to the plane have the direction ratios minus 7, 8, minus 3. That plane will be equal to minus 7 into x minus 1. This becomes plus 1 plus 8, or we can write here any plane passing through minus 1, 3, 2 with normal to the plane equal to minus 7i plus 8j minus 3k is minus 7 into x minus plus 1. Next is plus 8 into y minus 3 minus this 3 z minus z1, this is 2, is equal to 0. Solving this, we have minus 7x minus 7 plus 8y minus 24 minus this is z, 3z plus 6 equal to 0. So that means minus 7x plus 8y minus 3z minus 7 minus 24 becomes minus 31 plus 6 plus 20 is equal to 25. So this is the required equation of the plane which passes through this point and which is perpendicular to these two planes. Next question we have question number 14. If the point 1 comma 1 comma p and minus 3 comma 0 comma 1 be equidistant from the plane, this plane, find the value of p. So what is the plane? We have, this is the plane. The equation in Cartesian form becomes 3x plus 4y minus 12z plus 13 is equal to 0. Suppose this is the point P. Its coordinates are 1 comma 1 comma P. So perpendicular distance, this is Pm. We find this perpendicular distance Pm is equal to modulus 3 into x mean 1 plus 4 into y mean 1 minus 12 into z mean p plus 13 divide square root of x coefficient is 3, its whole square, plus y coefficient is 4, its whole square, plus z coefficient is minus 12, its whole square. Similarly, this is point A. Its coordinates are minus 3 comma 0 comma 1. So photo perpendicular is B. So PM distance is equal to AB distance. This is given. So we write 3 into x is minus 3 plus 4 into y is 0 minus 12 z is 1 plus 13 divide coefficient of x is 3, its whole square, plus coefficient of y is 4 whole square, plus coefficient of z is minus 12, its whole square. Because denominator is same, so we take just numerator. This becomes 3 plus 4 minus 12p plus 13 inside the modulus sign is equal to, this is minus 9 0 minus 12 plus 13, right? So that means we have 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 13 20, 20 minus 12p inside the modulus sign is equal to, this becomes 1 minus 9, 1 minus 9 is minus 8. After modulus this becomes plus 8, right? Now we have to open this modulus sign, so this becomes 20 minus 12p, one time this is plus 8, second time this is minus 8. So we have 12p is equal to, one time this is 8 minus 20, second time this is minus 8 minus 20. 12p, sorry I am writing wrongly, 12p is equal to 20 minus 8 or 20 plus 8. That means the value of p is 20 minus 8 mean 12, 12 upon 12 1, 20 plus 8 mean 28, 20 upon 8 28 upon 12. Okay, this is 14, this is 6, this is 7, this is 3. So p value is either this is 1 or 7 upon Question number 15, we have find the equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the planes, first plane and second plane. In Cartesian form, we can convert this plane as x plus y plus z minus 1 is equal to 0, and this second plane we can convert this in Cartesian form 2x plus 3y minus z plus 4 equal to 0. So equation of the plane through the line of intersection of these two planes given planes, that will be x plus y plus z minus 1 plus k times second plane 2x plus 3y minus z plus 4 equal to 0. This means 1 plus 2kx plus 1 plus 3ky plus 1 minus k z plus minus 1 plus 4k is equal to 0. Now next condition is given, plane is parallel to x axis. Parallel to x axis implies we put here 1 plus 2k equal to 0, which gives us the value of k is minus 1 upon 2. We substitute this value here now. So this becomes 0x plus 1 minus 3 upon 2 y plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 z plus minus 1 minus 4 upon 2 minus 1 4 upon 2 mean minus 2 equal to 0. So this way we have minus y plus 3z and this minus 6 is equal to 0. That means y minus 3z plus 6 equal to 0 is the required equation of the plane. Question number 16. If O be the origin and the coordinates of P be 1, 2, minus 3, then find the equation of the plane passing through P and perpendicular to OP. So what is the geometrical meaning of this? This is the plane and this is O origin 0, 0, 0, and draw any perpendicular on the plane. This point is P. Its coordinates are 1, 2, minus 3. So OP is perpendicular to the given to the required plane. Direction ratios of OP, they are 0 minus 1 minus 0, comma 2 minus 0, comma minus 3 minus 0 equal to 1, comma 2, comma minus 3. Now what we know, because this is perpendicular, normal is also perpendicular. So OP is perpendicular to normal to the plane. So direction ratios of the normal to the plane, direction ratios of the normal to the plane, they are also 1, 2, minus 3. So equation of any plane passing through x1, y1, z1. Here this point is 1, 2, minus 3 with direction ratios of the normal to the plane A comma B comma C, which are equal to 1 comma 2 comma minus 3. Equation is like this: a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 equal to 0. Here value of a is 1, x minus x1 is also 1, b is 2, y minus y1 is also 2, c is minus 3, z1 is also minus 3, so plus 3 equal to 0. So this becomes x minus 1 plus 2y minus 4 minus 3z minus 9 equal to 0. Finally we have x plus 2y minus 3z minus 5 minus 9 minus 14 is equal to 0. Next question, question number 17. Find the equation of the plane which contains the line of intersection of the planes, first plane, second plane, and which is perpendicular to this plane. So again we know that equation of any plane which through the intersection of the planes r dot n1 equal to d1 comma r dot n2 equal to d2 is r dot n1 plus lambda n2 equal to d1 plus lambda d2. So here in this question we have r dot n1 is this I plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda n2 is this 2i plus j minus k is equal to 4 minus 5 lambda, right? Now next it is given that in next step in short we can write r dot 1 plus 2 lambda I cap plus 2 plus lambda j cap plus 3 minus lambda k cap is equal to 4 minus 5 lambda. This plane is perpendicular to this plane. This is perpendicular to r dot 5i plus 3j minus 6k plus 8 equal to 0. Therefore, coefficient of I is 1 plus 2 lambda. Coefficient of I is 5 plus coefficient of j is 2 plus lambda. Coefficient of j is 3. Coefficient of k is 3 minus lambda. Coefficient of k is minus 6 is equal to 0. A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. Solving this, 5 plus 10 lambda plus 6 plus 3 lambda minus 18 plus 6 lambda is equal to 0. This means 10, 13, 19 lambda, 5, 11 minus 7 is equal to 0. That means the value of lambda is 7 upon 19. We substitute this value here. So required equation becomes r dot 1 plus 14 upon 19 I plus 2 plus 7 upon 19 j plus 3 minus 7 upon 19 k is equal to 4 minus 35 upon 19. Right? So this way we have r dot 19 plus 14 33 I plus 38 plus 7 47 g minus plus 19 into 3 54 54 minus 7 47 k is equal to 19 into 4 76 minus 35 41. Sorry, this is 45. 19 into 2 plus 7, and this is 19 into 3 57 minus 7 equal to 50. 50k is equal to 41. So this is the answer. Now we are coming to next question. Our next question number 18 is, find the distance of the point -1, -5, -10 from the point of intersection of the line and the plane. So first of all, what is line? Given line is x minus 2 divide 3 equal to y plus 1 upon 4 equal to z minus 2 upon 2. Suppose they are equal to k. Right? Any point on this line is 3k plus 2, 4k minus 1, 2k plus 2. Okay, let this lies on the given plane. That is, this is the point of intersection of the line and plane. What is the name of plane? X minus y plus z equal to 5. Therefore, x mean 3k plus 2 minus y mean 4k minus 1 plus z mean 2k plus 2 is equal to 5. So we have 3k minus 4k plus 2k, 5 minus 4 1k, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 equal to 5 0, value of k is 0. So what we say, required point of intersection of the given line and plane is, put k is equal to 0. This becomes 2 minus 1 and 2, right? Now what is the question? Find the distance of this point and the point we have obtained. So suppose given point is P, its coordinate are minus 1, minus 5, minus 10, and obtained point is Q, 2 minus 1 2. Now in order to find the distance between these 2 points, PQ distance is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square, 2 plus 1 whole square, plus y2 minus y1 minus 1 plus 5 whole square, plus z2 minus z1 2 plus 10 whole square, which becomes 9 plus 16 plus 144 square root equal to 6 plus 4 10, 19 4 5 6 169. So 13 unit is the required distance. Question number 19. Find the vector equation of the line passing through the point 1 2 3 and parallel to the planes first plane and second plane. So what is first plane? This is r vector dot n1 is equal to d1, and second plane is r vector dot n2 is equal to d2, right? So what we know, that any vector perpendicular to n1 and n2 is I, j, k. n1 components, scalar components are 1 minus 1 2. Scalar components here n2 3 are 3 1 1. That means I minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus j 1 minus 6 minus 5 plus k 1 plus 3 4. That means minus 3i plus 5j plus 4k, right? Now the line is parallel to these two planes. Line is parallel to two planes, r dot n1 equal to d1 and r dot n2 equal to d2, implies direction ratios of the line are equal to n1 cross direction ratios of n1 cross n2, right? So they are -3, 5, 4. Therefore the required line, so required line passing through the point 1 2 3 1 2 3 comma direction ratio is equal to -3, 5, 4 is vector r is equal to a vector is I plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda, b vector is minus 3i plus 5j plus 4k. So this is the required result. Now coming to next question, question number 20. We have question number 20. Find the vector equation of the line passing through the point 1 2 -4 and perpendicular to the two lines. This is first line and second line. So first of all, the direction vector perpendicular to first line and second line is I j k. This is direction ratios of first line 3 -16 7. Direction ratios of second line 3 8 -5. So they are equal to I 16 into 580 minus 56 minus j 5 into 3 minus 15 minus 21 plus k 24 plus 48. This is equal to 24i. This becomes plus 36j plus 72k. Okay, so therefore find the vector equation of the line passing through this point. Vector equation of the line through the point 1 2 -4 is vector r is equal to a I plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda b, this is 24 I plus 36 j plus 72 k. Here one more thing we can see, we can divide the direction ratios by 12, so they becomes 2i plus 3j plus 6k. So likewise this equation of the line becomes r is equal to I plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda 2i plus 3j 4. So 6 plus 6k. So this is the final equation of the required line. Now this is the last question, question number 21 of the exercise. Prove that a plane has the intercepts a comma b comma c and is at a distance of p units from the origin. Then this is to prove. So first of all, what is the intercept form? Intercept form of the plane: x upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c is equal to 1, right? So here this is the plane. Its equation is 1 upon a into x plus 1 upon b into y plus 1 upon c into z equal to 1 becomes minus 1 is equal to 0. Perpendicular distance from the origin, this is O, coordinates are 0 comma 0 comma 0. So this is the perpendicular distance p, right? So this OP distance is p. This is equal to modulus of coefficient of x is 1 upon a into, in place of x we write 0, plus coefficient of y is 1 upon b, in place of y we write 0, plus coefficient of z is 1 upon c, in place of z we write 0. Next is minus 1 whole divide square root of coefficient of x 1 upon a, its whole square, plus coefficient of y 1 upon b whole square, plus coefficient of z 1 upon c, its whole square, right? So we write this squaring on both sides, squaring on both sides. This becomes p square is equal to, this numerator is 1, denominator square root will get cancelled, 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square. So conclusion is 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square is equal to 1 upon p square. So this is what we wanted to prove that this, right? So one thing I want to mention here, question number 21 is very important to the examination point of view. That's